All right, buckle up everyone, because today we are diving deep into a trip that's on, I think, everyone's bucket list.
I think you might be right about that one.
3 months in Japan,
Yeah.
and perfectly timed to catch the legendary Sakura, the cherry blossom season. We're not just talking sightseeing here, are we? We're talking full cultural immersion, everything from those bustling cities to the serene temples, chasing those magical blooms across the country.
You got it. And honestly, 3 months is the perfect amount of time to pull that off, to really get under the skin of Japan.
Yeah, totally, like not just hitting those tourist traps you see on Instagram.
Exactly. You have enough time to hit those A&D dig a little deeper to discover the hidden gems that most visitors totally miss.
I love that. Going beyond the guidebook, I know everyone wants to see it all, right? The neon lights of Tokyo, those peaceful temples of Kyoto,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
and of course, gotta witness those cherry blossoms in full bloom.
Gotta check that one off the list.
So how do we actually catch the blossoms? Is there a strategy, or is this just a hope for the best kind of situation?
There is a bit of a strategy involved. It's kind of like a wave of pink just sweeping across the country. It starts in the south around March and slowly creeps its way north, and then peaks in places like Kyoto and Tokyo by late March, April.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So a little flexibility is key to make sure you're in the right place at the right time.
Okay, so ditch the rigid itinerary, embrace the spontaneity. How can someone even predict this blossom wave? Like, do I need to consult some ancient scroll or something?
Thankfully, no ancient scrolls needed for this one. We have the internet now.
Thank goodness for that.
There are actually websites and apps that are fully dedicated to tracking the cherry blossom front. They use like historical data, weather forecasts, and even like real-time observations to try to predict exactly when and where those booms are going to be at their peak.
So basically, it's like our own personal, like, Sakura GPS.
Exactly. You got it.
That's incredible. That takes a lot of the pressure off of planning a trip like this.
Definitely. Definitely.
Okay, all right. So let's say we're ready for this adventure. You know, our flights are booked. We've landed in Tokyo, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, ready for anything. Yeah. Where do we even begin in a city that just seems to have a million things happening all at once?
Tokyo can be a little overwhelming, for sure. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
But don't let that intimidate you. I think the best way to start is by embracing the contrast. It's like the ultra-modern and the traditional existing side by side, right? You could be in the middle of the bustling Shibuya crossing 1 minute.
Oh, yeah, with the giant screens and a million people.
Exactly. And then you just pop over to the serene Meiji Shrine surrounded by those peaceful forests the next.
And it's like a 15-minute train ride away or something, right?
That's amazing, right?
Yeah, totally.
That blend is what makes Tokyo so fascinating, weaving tradition into its modern identity.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of iconic spots, gotta ask about Akihabara.
Oh, Akihabara, yeah.
The electronics and anime hub, is it as wild as it looks in pictures?
Akihabara is an experience. It's like stepping into a video game or an anime, right? You've got towering buildings covered in flashing lights and these giant anime figures. But even with all that sensory overload, you can find pockets of traditional Tokyo just tucked away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just a short walk away is the Sensoji Temple, oldest temple in Tokyo. Dates back to the 7th century.
Wow, that's amazing.
You can see both sides of Tokyo's personality in a single afternoon.
That's pretty cool, but let's not get, like, stuck in Tokyo just yet, you know?
Yeah.
You mentioned venturing outside of the city earlier. Are there any, like, day trips you'd recommend?
Oh, tons. One of my personal favorites is Kamakura. It's a charming seaside town, just an hour south of Tokyo by train.
Easy.
It's home to the great Buddha statue, this massive bronze Buddha from like the 13th century. You can stroll through bamboo groves, visit these ancient temples, and just like enjoy a more relaxed, chill atmosphere. It's the perfect escape from the city buzz.
Okay, Kamakura is going on the list.
Definitely.
Anything else within striking distance of Tokyo?
If you're up for something a little more adventurous, Nikko's a must. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site about 2 hours north, nestled in the mountains.
Oh, wow.
You'll find the most stunning temples and shrines surrounded by lush forests, waterfalls. It's a different side of Japan altogether, like reconnecting with nature and history.
So we've got Tokyo, the modern metropolis, Kamakura, the peaceful seaside town, Nikko, the mountain escape.
You're catching on quick.
That's a pretty solid start to our Japanese journey. But we can't stay in Tokyo forever. So where does this Sakura chase take us next?
All right, well, after Tokyo, I'd recommend heading west to the Kansai region. specifically Kyoto.
Oh, Kyoto, the city of geishas and Zen gardens and
Too many temples.
thousands of temples. It's like synonymous with traditional Japan.
Exactly. That's where you'll find that classic image of Japan. Imagine like wandering through these narrow streets lined with traditional wooden houses, catching glimpses of hidden gardens, stumbling upon these ancient temples.
Sounds like stepping back in time.
It really is.
So what are some of the must-sees when you're in Kyoto?
Oh, there are so many. You can't miss Fushimi Inari Shrine. Just picture this. Thousands of vibrant orange torii gates winding up this wooded mountainside. It's really a sight to behold, and you can actually hike all the way to the top, get stunning views of Kyoto.
I mean, I've seen pictures of that, and it's like out of this world, you know. What else should we add to the Kyoto itinerary?
If you're looking for the quintessential Zen garden experience, then the Ryoanji Temple is a must. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, famous for its rock garden.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that one.
15 rocks arranged on a bed of white gravel meant to be contemplated from the veranda. It's really unique.
It sounds incredibly peaceful. Just what I'd need after navigating those busy streets of Tokyo.
I know, right?
Anything else that captures that Zen spirit?
Yeah, can't go wrong with a visit to the Arashiyama Bamboo Grove.
Oh, okay.
Imagine walking through a towering forest of bamboo with, like, the sunlight filtering through the leaves,
Right.
creating that, like, ethereal glow. It's otherworldly.
So Kyoto already sounds like sensory overload, but
Yeah.
like in the best way possible. Right? Yeah, I'm excited for that. But we've done all the peaceful stuff. I'm ready for something with a little more energy.
You got it. That's where Osaka comes in.
Osaka.
Yeah.
Street food, nightlife. What can you tell me about this energetic city?
Osaka is all about embracing those simple pleasures of life, you know? Delicious food, friendly people, buzzing atmosphere. One of the must-dos is exploring Dotonbori District. It's famous for its dazzling neon lights, street food stalls, and a lively energy that's just contagious.
Okay, so I'm picturing flashing lights, amazing smells, and a million people smiling.
Yeah, pretty much.
And what kind of food should we look out for in Osaka?
Oh, Osaka's a foodie's paradise. You got everything from takoyaki, those little octopus balls, to okonomiyaki, a savory pancake loaded with like cabbage and meat and whatever else you want.
What was that called again? Okonomiyaki.
Yeah, okonomiyaki.
I'm going to need to practice saying that one.
And don't forget the kushikatsu, which is like deep-fried skewers of like meat and vegetables.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of that.
It's all delicious and surprisingly affordable.
It all sounds amazing, all right.
Yeah.
So Osaka, got it.
Mhm.
Culture, energy, delicious food. But again, can't stay in the big cities forever. Any suggestions for those of us who like to venture a little off the beaten path?
Definitely. If you have 3 months to explore, you have the luxury of going beyond the typical tourist trail. One place I highly recommend is Hiroshima.
Okay.
It's a city with a powerful history, home to the Peace Memorial Park and Museum, a poignant reminder of the devastation of the atomic bombing.
Hmm.
But Hiroshima is also a vibrant city with a rich culture and a stunning natural beauty.
It's a place I think everyone should visit at some point in their lives.
Hmm.
It's a reminder of the past, but it's also a testament to resilience and hope.
I completely agree. And while you're in the area, take a ferry to Miyajima Island.
Yeah.
It's home to that iconic floating torii gate, one of the most recognizable landmarks in Japan. Imagine this giant red gate seemingly floating on the water with lush green mountains as the backdrop. It's unforgettable.
Miyajima Island. Okay. Perfect blend of nature, history, and spirituality. Love it. What about other off-the-beaten-path gems?
If you're looking for like a real culinary adventure, head south to Fukuoka.
Oh, yeah. Tell me more.
It's a city on the island of Kyushu, and it's famous for its ramen.
Oh.
In fact, many consider Fukuoka to have the best ramen in all of Japan.
Oh, wow.
All right, so Fukuoka ramen, here's the thing. It's all about the broth.
I'm listening.
They're known for their Hakata-style tonkotsu ramen,
Okay.
rich and creamy pork bone broth that's simmered for hours.
Oh, my gosh.
It's incredibly flavorful and utterly addictive.
Okay, I am sold. Fukuoka is going straight to the top of my list.
Very good.
Okay, we've got Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, Hiroshima, Fukuoka. We're hitting all the major spots, but I'm feeling adventurous. Are there any truly hidden gems, places most tourists don't even hear of? Like, what if I want to go full off the grid, you know?
You're in luck, because Japan is full of hidden treasures. If you're up for an island adventure, I recommend hopping over to Shikoku. It's the smallest of Japan's 4 main islands.
Okay.
It's known for its 88 temple pilgrimage route, stunning coastlines, and traditional villages.
So it's the perfect place to, like, escape the crowds and experience a different pace of life.
Exactly. It's a place to slow down, connect with nature, immerse yourself in the traditional culture of Japan. Hike through forests, visit ancient temples, soak in hot springs, enjoy the local cuisine.
I mean, sign me up. Shikoku's officially added to the itinerary.
Nice, nice.
Okay, so we have a pretty good picture of where to go, but now I'm thinking logistics, Yeah. Getting around Japan can feel daunting,
Yeah.
especially with so many different modes of transportation.
Mhm.
What's the best way to navigate this, especially for someone visiting for the first time?
Don't worry, navigating Japan is actually easier than you might think, even with its vast network of trains, buses, subways. And for a trip of this length, the Japan Rail Pass is a lifesaver. It gives you unlimited travel on most JR lines, including the famous Shinkansen bullet trains.
Oh, gotta ride the bullet train.
You have to.
I've heard they're incredibly fast and smooth. Is it true that they're, like, never late?
They are known for their punctuality.
That's amazing.
You can literally set your watch by them, and they're an experience in themselves. Imagine gliding through the countryside at speeds up to, like, 320 kilometers per hour.
Like traveling into the future.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but what about within the cities? Is it easy to get around using public transportation?
Absolutely. The subway and bus systems in major cities are incredibly efficient and easy to navigate, even if you don't speak Japanese.
Okay, good to know.
Plus, Google Maps is your best friend in Japan.
I love Google Maps. Couldn't travel without it.
Literally plug in your destination and it will guide you step by step, showing you exactly which trains or buses to take.
I'm a big fan of anything that takes the stress out of navigating unfamiliar cities.
Definitely.
Speaking of unfamiliar, let's talk accommodation.
Oh.
I know Japan has some unique options beyond just typical hotels, right?
You're right. If you really want to immerse yourself in the culture, I highly recommend trying a ryokan.
Oh, I've heard about these.
They're traditional Japanese inns where you sleep on tatami mats, wear yukata robes, enjoy authentic meals. It's the whole experience.
They sound incredibly peaceful and a perfect way to, like, experience traditional Japanese hospitality.
Oh.
What's a typical stay like? Paint me a picture.
Imagine stepping into a world of tranquility, right?
Okay.
Greeted with warm hospitality, shown to your room, which will likely have these tatami floors, sliding shoji doors, very minimalist aesthetic. You'll get a yukata, a light cotton robe
Yeah,
to wear.
that's so cool.
Yeah, and many ryokans also offer onsen,
Oh, yeah, I've heard of those.
traditional Japanese hot spring baths.
Amazing.
Soak in a hot spring after a long day of exploring. Ultimate relaxation.
Sounds divine.
Then in the evening, you'll typically be served a kaiseki dinner, a multi-course Japanese meal that's as much a feast for the eyes as it is for the palate.
So we're talking like culinary art.
Yeah, it's art.
Okay, ryokan stay is going on the list.
It's a must.
I'm already feeling relaxed just thinking about it. But let's be real, we can't be indulging in luxurious ryokans every night.
Right.
What are some other accommodation options?
You're right, they can be a bit of a splurge. Luckily, Japan has a wide range of options to suit every budget. You've got everything from business hotels, which are very clean and efficient, to capsule hotels, which are a unique experience in themselves.
Capsule hotels. Okay, I have heard of those, but I'm not sure I really understand the concept.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
Okay,
You sleep in a tiny capsule that's just big enough for a bed.
so you basically just crawl in.
Pretty much. Not for everyone,
I can imagine.
but it's a fun, affordable option if you're on a budget and don't mind a bit of a quirky experience.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
in Rome, right? I think I'd have to try it just for the experience.
Definitely.
Okay, so we've talked transportation, we've talked accommodation. There's one more very crucial element we have not yet discussed, and that is the food.
Oh, yeah.
Japanese cuisine. I mean, where do we even begin? Because it's so much more than sushi and ramen.
It is. It's definitely.
Although those are both, delicious in their own right, but I'm ready to go beyond the basics.
All right, let's do it.
What are some must-try dishes that will give me a real taste of authentic Japanese flavors?
One dish that I think should be on everyone's list is tempura. It's seafood or vegetables that are lightly battered, deep fried to crispy perfection. It's light, it's flavorful, it's so satisfying.
Tempura. Love it. So delicate and flavorful.
Mm.
What else should I be on the lookout for?
You'll want to try yakitori.
Okay.
Grilled skewers of chicken, often seasoned with a sweet and savory tar sauce.
Oh, yeah.
It's a popular street food. Great way to experience the casual side of Japanese dining.
Perfect for, like, a quick bite while exploring.
Exactly.
Right.
And if you're looking for something hearty and comforting, try a bowl of udon. It's a thick wheat flour noodle served in a hot broth, often with like meat, vegetables, or eggs.
Ooh, udon. Okay, yum. So we got tempura, we got yakitori, we got udon. I'm taking notes here. Is there anything else we absolutely should not miss on this culinary journey through Japan?
One thing you should definitely experience is a traditional Japanese breakfast. It's a far cry from your typical cereal and toast. Imagine grilled fish, miso soup, rice, pickled vegetables, and a small omelet.
It sounds so healthy and delicious.
It's a really great way to start the day.
I'm into it.
Mm.
That's amazing. And speaking of amazing, I know that, like, if you really want to splurge on a special dining experience, you got to do the kaiseki.
Oh, the kaiseki, yes.
I mean, it's more than just a meal. It's like a culinary journey, right?
It's an experience.
Okay, that's definitely on my bucket list.
Well,
All right, I think we've covered a lot of ground here in this first part of our deep dive. From chasing those sakura blossoms to navigating those bustling streets of Tokyo to finding those serene temples in Kyoto, indulging in the incredible cuisine, it's already shaping up to be an epic adventure just in this first part.
it is, and we've only just scratched the surface.
I'm so excited.
I know, in the next part, we'll delve into some practical tips to help you actually plan your trip.
Okay.
We'll talk about budgeting, visas, packing essentials,
All the important stuff.
the nitty-gritty, and even some common concerns that first-time visitors might have.
Oh, good. Can't wait. I'm feeling inspired already. Ready to book those flights.
I love it.
All right, well, we'll be back after a quick break with more on planning your 3-month adventure through Japan, so don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to our deep dive into a 3-month Japan adventure. Last time we were exploring some incredible destinations, gave you a taste of what awaits in the land of the rising sun, but now...
Yeah, now it's time to get down to business.
That's right.
You know, shift gears, talk about the practical side of planning a trip like this.
Yeah, all the logistics.
Yeah, the nitty-gritty. Don't worry, we won't bore you with spreadsheets and stuff.
No.
We'll sprinkle in those fun tips and insights.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so budgeting is usually the first thing that comes to mind. Japan, is it as expensive as everyone says?
You know, Japan can be as expensive or as affordable as you make it. The key is to be strategic. Prioritize what's important to you. So let's start with accommodation. If you're on a tight budget, hostels are a great way to save money and meet other travelers.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll find, actually, some really cool, stylish hostels in Japan, especially in major cities.
I love hostels. So much fun. Good memories.
Yeah.
What about, like, the mid-range options?
Yes, for sure. For a comfortable stay without breaking the bank, look into business hotels. They're clean, they're efficient, and they're often very centrally located.
Okay.
Plus, a lot of them offer breakfast included, which can save you some yen.
Always a bonus.
Right.
Definitely. And then, of course, for those special occasions, or if you just want to treat yourself, there's always those luxurious ryokans that we talked about.
Oh, the ryokans, yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, if you're flexible with your dates, traveling during the off-season or shoulder season can really help save on accommodation costs.
Oh, that's a good tip.
The crowds are smaller, and you might even snag some really great deals.
Flexibility is key, especially with those unpredictable cherry blossom blooms that we talked about.
Yeah.
Okay, so accommodation sorted. Now let's talk food. I mean, I know Japan is a foodie paradise,
Yeah.
but can we, like, really indulge without totally blowing our budget?
Absolutely. One of the best ways to eat well and affordably in Japan is to embrace the street food.
Oh, I'm all about street food.
Right.
It's the best.
Takoyaki in Osaka, ramen in Fukuoka, and those melon pan, those sweet buns you'll find everywhere.
I mean, come on.
It's such a great way to sample all those local flavors.
So good. I love street food.
Yeah.
Okay, but what about, like, sit-down meals? Are there options that won't, cost an arm and a leg?
For sure. A lot of restaurants, especially during lunchtime, offer what are called taishoku.
Taishoku, okay.
Yeah, it's Teishoku, and these are set meals, usually include a main dish, rice, miso soup, a few side dishes. It's really a nice, filling, and affordable way to enjoy a proper meal.
Okay, Taishoku, got it. Writing that down. Okay, so let's move on to transportation. Now, we talked about the Japan Rail Pass, essential for traveling between cities.
Must have,
Okay.
especially like long distances.
But what about getting around within those cities?
Yeah, so the Japan Rail Pass is great for like the bullet trains and all that, but within cities, the subway and bus systems are so convenient and affordable.
Mm-hmm.
And you can buy a prepaid IC card like a Suica or a Pasmo,
Okay.
and these things work like a charm.
Yeah, I've heard about these.
Yeah, you just tap it on the reader when you enter and exit the station or the bus. You don't have to deal with, like, tickets and fare calculations.
That's amazing.
Super straightforward. And here's a bonus tip. You can actually even use these IC cards to pay for purchases at some convenience stores and vending machines.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so convenient.
Like one card for everything. That's awesome.
I know, it's great.
Yeah.
And Japan's so high-tech, it's really quite amazing.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so transportation's sorted. Now, visas. Do we need one? Great question. The good news is that a lot of countries actually have these visa exemption agreements with Japan, allowing for those short-term tourist stays without a visa.
That's good.
But it's crucial to check the specific requirements for your nationality
For sure.
well in advance.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
Exactly. The last thing you want is to be denied entry at the airport.
Definitely. Okay, and what about travel insurance? Essential for a trip like this.
I highly recommend travel insurance, especially for a longer trip, 3 months like this one.
Mm-hmm.
It can cover you for unexpected events like medical emergencies, lost luggage, trip cancellations.
Peace of mind is priceless.
Exactly. It's a small price to pay for that extra layer of protection,
Totally agree.
Yeah.
All right, we've got budget, visas, insurance. Let's talk packing essentials. What should we absolutely not forget to bring to Japan?
When it comes to packing, try not to overthink it.
Okay.
Comfort is key, especially with all the exploring you'll be doing. So comfortable shoes, a must. And remember, you'll be doing a lot of walking, so pack accordingly.
So, pack light.
I mean, as light as you can.
Okay, comfortable shoes, check. Anything else we should prioritize?
A portable Wi-Fi router is a lifesaver in Japan.
Okay, yeah.
You'll rely on it for navigation, translation, staying connected with everyone back home.
Yeah, staying connected, especially in a new country, so important.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so anything else for the kind of like our digital toolkit?
Yeah, don't forget a power adapter because they use a different plug type.
Okay, yeah.
And a phrasebook or translation app can be super helpful,
Okay, yeah.
even if you don't plan on becoming fluent in Japanese.
Communication is key, for
Okay.
sure.
There are some great apps out there.
Are there any that you particularly recommend?
Google Translate is always a good option.
Yeah, Google Translate's the best.
And then there are some more specialized apps like Japan Travel Phrasebook and Imiwa. That's like a Japanese dictionary. Those can come in handy as well.
Okay, awesome. Our digital toolkit's coming together. So we've covered a lot of like practical information, but are there any like potential challenges that we should be prepared for? I mean, let's be real. Not everything goes to plan, right?
You're right. You're right. Well, one thing to be aware of is the language barrier.
Okay.
While English is spoken in those tourist areas, you might encounter situations where communication's a bit tricky. Don't let it discourage you, though.
Yeah, that's all part of the adventure.
It is. It is. A smile and some basic Japanese phrases can go a long way.
Exactly, and that's where those translation apps come in.
Right.
Yeah.
And another thing to keep in mind, Japan is still very much a cash-based society.
Right.
While credit cards are becoming more widely accepted, many smaller establishments, they still prefer cash. So,
Okay, so we need to make sure we have some yen on hand. Are ATMs readily available?
yes, you'll find ATMs in most convenience stores, post offices, banks. Just be aware that some ATMs might not accept foreign cards, so.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Yeah. And also, Japan's a very safe country, low crime rate.
That's okay.
But it's always a good idea to be mindful of your belongings, especially in crowded areas.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
And be prepared for natural disasters. Japan is prone to earthquakes and typhoons.
Oh, right, yeah.
So safety first.
Safety first. Is there anything we can do to, like, prepare for those kinds of events?
Yeah, I would say familiarize yourself with the safety procedures at your accommodation.
Okay.
Know those evacuation routes. And download a safety app.
Oh, good idea.
Like the Japan Safe Travel app. It provides alerts and information in case of an emergency.
Okay, I'm downloading that for sure before I go. Awesome. So we've covered budget, visas, packing essentials, even those potential challenges. I'm feeling so much more prepared for this adventure.
I'm glad to hear it. And in the next part,
I'm excited.
we'll get into the more inspiring stuff. We'll
Yeah.
talk about must-have experiences, hidden gems, how to make the most of your 3 months in Japan.
Can't wait. Let's do it. All right. Welcome back to our deep dive, the final part of our epic 3-month Japan adventure. We've got all the practicalities out of the way.
The nitty-gritty.
So now let's talk about,
The fun stuff.
yeah, those must-have experiences that are going to make your trip truly unforgettable, right?
Absolutely. Hidden gems, insider tips. We're going to help you craft a journey that's truly yours.
Love it. Okay. So let's go back to Tokyo for a second. We talked about Shibuya crossing Akihabara, But what about some more off-the-beaten-path things in Tokyo? Like, what are some of those hidden gems?
Tokyo's full of surprises. You just have to know where to look. For a unique perspective, how about a nighttime cruise on the Sumida River?
Oh, wow.
See that city skyline all lit up, landmarks like the Tokyo Skytree just shimmering against the night sky? It's a vibe.
That sounds incredible and romantic.
It is.
And a nice change of pace from those, like, busy streets during the day.
Definitely, definitely. And if you want to, like, explore a neighborhood that gives you a taste of Tokyo's history and culture, venture into Yanaka.
Yanaka.
It's this historic district. It feels like a step back in time. Imagine narrow alleys with traditional wooden houses, tiny shops, handcrafted things, quiet temples where you can find a moment of peace.
Wow, sounds like a hidden treasure.
It is. It really is.
Yanaka. Okay, adding that to the list. All right, Kyoto. Cultural heart of Japan, we know. But beyond those must-see temples, are there any hidden gems in Kyoto?
Oh, Kyoto rewards the curious explorer. One hidden gem is the Gyoji Temple.
Okay.
It's this small, moss-covered temple nestled in the hills. Serene beauty, tranquil garden. Feel that weight of history.
A little escape from the crowds.
It is, it is. And you can't miss a traditional tea ceremony while you're in Kyoto.
Of course.
It's more than just drinking tea. It's a ritualized art form, steeped in history, symbolism.
Yeah.
Witness the precise movements of the tea master, the delicate aroma of matcha filling the air, just a sense of calm.
It's very meditative, right?
Exactly.
Oh, I'd love to do that. Okay, what about geishas? I mean, can you actually see a geisha performance when you're in Kyoto?
Absolutely. Kyoto is one of the few places where you can still experience that ancient tradition. The Gion district's the most famous place to, like, spot geishas, especially in the evenings.
Okay.
And their elaborate kimonos, the white makeup, the graceful movements. It's a sight to behold.
I mean, a geisha performance is definitely on the bucket list.
For sure. It's a glimpse into that world of, artistry and tradition.
Okay, all right, Osaka. Famous for its street food, but beyond that, what can we experience in Osaka?
Osaka is a city that embraces fun, celebrates life. One must-do is explore the Shinsekai district.
Shinsekai, okay.
Retro-futuristic architecture, colorful signs, lively atmosphere. It's like stepping back into, 1960s Japan.
Wow, what kind of food adventures await us in Shinsekai?
They're famous for kushikatsu.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Those deep-fried skewers of meat, seafood, and vegetables. You'll find kushikatsu stalls lining the streets, each with their own unique batter and dipping sauce.
Okay, yeah. Kushikatsu in Shinsekai, got it. But we can't just stick to the big cities forever. For someone who's got 3 months to explore, what are some off-the-beaten-path destinations? Like, give me something that's going to blow my mind.
All right, if you're looking for dramatic landscapes, you got to visit the Japanese Alps.
The Japanese Alps. Wow, okay, I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
What can I expect?
Imagine towering mountains, pristine lakes, alpine meadows bursting with wildflowers.
That sounds incredible.
It's a hiker's paradise. It's a nature lover's dream.
When's the best time to visit?
Autumn. The leaves are turning these vibrant shades of red and orange and yellow.
It sounds breathtaking.
It is. It really is. All right. And for a truly unique cultural experience, head to the island of Yakushima.
Yakushima. Okay.
It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, known for its ancient cedar forests. Some of these trees are over 1,000 years old.
Wow, 1,000 years old.
Imagine walking through a primeval forest, moss-covered trees towering above you, sunlight filtering through. It's magical, otherworldly.
Okay, so we've got bustling cities, we've got cultural hotspots, mountain escapes, mystical islands. Is there anything else that we absolutely should not miss during our 3 months in Japan? Like, what's the thing that just screams Japan?
No trip to Japan is complete without experiencing an onsen.
Oh, the onsen. Okay, so I've heard about these, but I got to be honest, I'm a little apprehensive about the whole nudity thing.
Yeah, I get it. It's a cultural norm. But there are actually also private onsen options if you prefer a bit more privacy.
Okay, good to know.
But trust me, once you experience the bliss of an onsen, any hesitation will melt away.
Okay.
It's the ultimate way to unwind and connect with Japanese culture.
Okay, you convinced me. An onsen experience must do. All right, so there you have it. From those hidden alleyways in Tokyo to those serene temples in Kyoto, the neon-lit streets of Osaka, the majestic Japanese Alps, the mystical island of Yakushima. I mean, we have covered so much ground in this deep dive. It's incredible.
And we've only just scratched the surface. Japan's a country that keeps on giving.
That's the beauty of it, right?
Every corner you turn, there's something new and exciting.
I'm already feeling so inspired. I'm ready to, pack my bags and go. Any final words of wisdom for our listeners as they embark on their own Japanese adventure?
Just embrace the unexpected. Be open to new experiences, try new foods, get lost in those back streets. Don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah, love that.
Japan will captivate your senses and leave an imprint on your heart.
Beautifully said. All right, well, that concludes our epic deep dive into a 3-month adventure through Japan. We hope we've inspired you to start planning your own unforgettable journey.
Safe travels, everyone.
Until next time.